Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always they tell me, don't quit your day job. So we're off to work. And I'm just going to give you some thoughts for the day. I just love talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and YouTube and Facebook has given me a platform to talk about them as much as I like. And I love all of the conversation from you guys, the arguments and things like that, because I love being able to have a discussion and trying to back it up with numbers. See, what you have to understand is, when you watch First Take or The Undisputed or those shows on ESPN, those aren't really factual sports shows. Those are opinions that are scripted. I still believe that Stephen A. Smith is actually a closet Dallas Cowboy fan, but we'll leave that discussion for another video. But all that stuff is scripted. You'll notice how it's always set up that they're on polar opposites of the issues, and they have all the information and stuff on that stuff because they get a release and said, here's the topics, here's the talking points, here's your point of view on it. I think I'm wrong about that? Will Kane, who is now new to First Take, who is being groomed to be basically Skip Bayless. He's on there a couple times a week and stuff, and he's this ultra Dallas Cowboy fan and everything else. And he's the one that's always trying to throw gasoline on the fire that the Dallas Cowboys would be so much better with Tony Romo. That Dak Prescott is limited, just kind of like Eric Davis is. Eric Davis is saying crazy crap off the wall so people will listen. Well, Will Kane, just a year ago, before he had the beard and the mustache, was a Republican pundit that was on TV for Glenn Beck. So now they're passing him off as a Dallas Cowboy expert? Say what? So, what I'm trying to do, or I try to do, is I try to give you facts, numbers, and things to give you why I come to a conclusion. Doesn't mean it's always right, but I'm not going to just rehash the same crap that you always hear from the talking heads, because basically it's a few people that come up with the opinion, and then everybody runs with it. Like for years, everybody said that Tony Romo was a choker, when in fact, the numbers bared out that he had more fourth quarter comebacks than anybody else. And if I just rehash the same stuff that you hear on TV without doing the research, I would have never come to the conclusion back in February that Dak Prescott was perfect for the Dallas Cowboys offense before anybody else said that. Everybody else said he was a project quarterback, that he was limited, he was just would have a hard time transitioning into that pro style offense, that he was a running quarterback. I did a video saying, no, this is what the guy did. He threw for over 9,000 yards, had 70 touchdown passes, and more times than not when he ran, it was because there was nobody else on the team to throw to, because everybody else in the offense was subpar in comparison to him. So what I've been told by a gentleman last night is that I just talk about or defend Dak Prescott too much. Well, when I hear nonsense or crazy analogies, I'm going to dispute them. I mean, when somebody said that, he could be RG3 or Mike Gannon in Tampa Bay, I'm kind of like, no, if you look at the numbers of where he is, being one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL right now, in comparison to RG3 being in a pistol offense where they were using his legs, it's not really apples to oranges. And Mike Gannon in Tampa Bay was nowhere near the quarterback that Dak is showing on the field with poise and things like that. When Carson Wentz, first couple of games of the season, everybody had him already going to the Hall of Fame, even though first game was Cleveland Browns, the second one was Chicago. I looked at the numbers, and the numbers bared out that most of the passes he was throwing were screens. But the experts were touting, oh, he's a great quarterback, he can go downfield quicker. The narrative still is, I believe that Carson Wentz can score more points quicker than Dak Prescott. Well, that may be, their opinion, but the numbers don't bear it out. And that's what I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you my view. Of course, I'm going to be a little biased because I love the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm going to give you the numbers, and you can infer what you want from those numbers. And To me, the numbers and the stats and statistics, the records that he's breaking, the things I see him doing on the field show to me that he is a good quarterback that you don't want to mess with. The numbers to Tony Romo from last year, when he started out the season, the first 2 games, when he came back, had shown some deterioration from 2014. And that does happen. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, MVP. Right now, not so much. So I'm trying to give you the information as much as possible so that way we can come to a conclusion together or think differently than what you'll see elsewhere. Well, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I can't wait till Sunday gets here.